Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've made one of these speed paints with a narration in the background, but I'm doing it again, so hello, it's me, Willow, and yeah, it's been a little while. The last video I made regarding my presence on the internet was that one that was about me moving, which did happen and sort of threw off everything. But I'm back on. I'm trying to get back on the ball now, and yeah, there was a lot going on for a couple weeks, which turned into a few months, which turned into almost like over half of a year. But I'm back now, so yeah. In this speed paint, I'm drawing my character Vesuvius, who is in one of my side stories, kind of. Not like the main Tetra and Vanessa and Orion storyline, but a story I enjoy making things about in general. He is half demon, half human. How edgy, I know. But he grew up in Italy, and right around the year 19-something or other, where Mount Vesuvius, which he is named after, erupted and destroyed Naples. Not destroyed, but damaged Naples a lot. And he ran away to escape the volcano, obviously, and joined a rebellion against a criminal syndicate with corrupt leadership, which I know sounds really hypocritical, but he had fun. Not really, but he did a lot regarding the criminal syndicate business for a little while, and then left once the rebellion was over, and joined another criminal syndicate known as the Blackbird Mafia, which also had corrupt leadership, and then he decided that he would take it upon himself and a couple of his friends to start like another rebellion, which is now known as the Order of the Bluebird. So yeah, I might make more like story-driven content about him and his friends Ahili and Alva, but I don't know. Perhaps. It probably won't be on the forefront of my channel for a little bit. But yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my art and the goals I have for this next year and how the last year went. Just sort of look back and reflect a little bit on how it's going. So yeah, let's get into it. So my goals for this year, I want to start with the positives first, are to post more art. I noticed that last year I didn't post a lot of like art on DeviantArt or Tumblr or anything. I want to have a more consistent, not schedule, but flow of content. That's just art that I'm doing. I just want to track my progress more accurately and like document more of what I'm doing rather than just posting things I'm proud of and like full pieces that I've made. I want to post more of my doodles, I want to experiment a little bit more, and draw more fandom-y stuff. Because last year I did mostly, like the vast majority of what I did was character-driven in preparation for the webcomic, which I've now put on hold. Just because I'm going through a lot and I don't really think that a giant project is going to help at the moment, but I'm still planning for that to be a thing in the future. So, yeah. I did improve a lot last year in terms of my art. Like, it got way better. Like, I'll try and put an example on the screen, but if I don't, you can just check out my DeviantArt or something, like, nice self-promotion there. Yeah, I just want to improve more. I want to try out more mediums as well. I noticed that I draw very slowly, especially when it comes to finished pieces, so I do want to improve on drawing quicker and putting out more as well as just improving on, like, this, not the speed, but, what am I doing? I want to improve on, anatomy, and, you know, as you can see in the art right now, my line art has gotten a little bit more interesting and intricate. Maybe not intricate, but there's a lot more detail that I've tried very consciously to put into my lines specifically, because that was, if you remember from a little while ago, one of my biggest complaints about my art was the fact that I didn't have enough variation in my lines. So I want to improve on more of that sort of thing. And form, I've noticed that I don't really have a concrete grasp on anatomy and, like, the shape of things, so I want to improve on that as well. I want to experiment with a few more mediums, too. You know, like, I want to do at least one, like, sculpture and painting, you know. I want to try, you know, oil paint, you know. I've been working on a couple acrylics. If you check out my Instagram, wiiiows_arts, yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey so far in terms of, like, what I'm doing with myself and what I'm doing with my career, I guess. But I do want to just expand my horizons, and yeah, that's basically all I have in the way of goals at the moment. So over the past year, we're focusing on not a whole lot, mostly character-driven stuff, which is important to me, but I do want to try and be more hashtag relatable and draw more, like, fandom stuff. I didn't actually draw a whole lot. I mean, I drew a lot, but most of it was just traditional sketches, and, you know, I filled up a sketchbook over the last couple years. I've done a lot of doodles and traditional, not paintings, but I've done a lot of full pieces on paper and, you know, canvas and all that. But I do want to draw more, just make more finished pieces. Even if I'm not completely and totally happy with every element of them, you know, I do want to improve more in that regard. I do want to overcome my perfectionism a little bit, because that is holding me back, I feel. So I do want to get over that. Focusing on YouTube now, I made a bunch of videos for like a month and a half and then stopped very abruptly, but I do want to try and make more animations, not animations, but like PMVs. I want to put a lot more of my ideas for stories into a tangible medium and flex my creative muscles in that regard. And yeah, I just want to get better at that sort of thing as well. So yeah, I do want to do that. I'm probably not going to focus too much on YouTube this year. I'm going to try and make more things in general. And if you want to join me on my journey to making this year great again, you can follow me on any of the social medias listed on the screen now. I'll say them too, in case you're listening to this and you aren't watching my video. Who does that? Me, I do that all the time. But yeah, so my Instagram is wiiiows_arts. You can ask me for my personal one too, if you'd like. My deviantart is wiiiows-arts with a dash in the middle, but the L's are eyes. The L's are uppercase eyes because wiiiows-arts was taken. I mean, it's not exactly a super uncommon name or anything, but I did get a fur affinity just because I wanted to, and I'm only posting my furry stuff on there, but don't worry, it's not anything sexual. I feel like that's gross, but it's also wiiiows-arts with L's this time. I don't have an art Tumblr anymore, but if there's demand enough, I might make one. So yeah, you can also subscribe to me if you'd like. I think that's all I have to really talk about right now. So thank you for watching, and I hope to have you along on this journey with me. Bye bye!